Hey everyone. We hear a ton about index funds and how people buy them because they're great long-term investments. I'm going to break them down for you so that instead of just wondering, what are these people talking about? You're not only educated, but you can participate in the conversation and make investment decisions for yourself. So let's get started. So what's an index fund? Well, it's a type of fund that tracks a basket of underlying stocks. So imagine you buy 100 shares of Apple. Your basket, or your portfolio, is filled with shares of Apple stock. But with an index fund, your basket is filled with shares of a fund that hold ownership interests of many different stocks, maybe Apple, Google, Microsoft, and so on. Now, before I give you some real-life examples, let's take a look at two types of index funds. The first is an ETF, which stands for Exchange Traded Fund. ETFs can be purchased like stocks. You can buy shares of them. You can even buy fractional shares on some platforms. You can buy at any time of the day at a specific market price. There are fees associated with an ETF, and you can really sell them whenever you want. Next up are mutual funds. Very similar to ETFs, but just with a few differences. Most ETFs have a minimum amount that you can purchase. The one I'm going to show you right now actually has a minimum investment of $3,000. When you buy a mutual fund, the price that you pay is established at the end of the day, so you get the same price that everyone else is getting that day. Just like ETFs, mutual funds have fees associated with them as well. I'm going to take you through three different areas of each fund, and we'll do it side by side. On the left side, I'm going to show you VTI, which is the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. On the right, I'm going to show you VTSAX, which is the Vanguard Total Stock Market Mutual Fund. Okay, we're gonna go through three areas: holdings, fees, and performance, and you can look all of these up completely on your own. So holdings. The holdings of these two funds are exactly the same. We can see right here, I'm on Vanguard's website, and I can see exactly what each of these funds owns. No difference whatsoever, and that's because they're both tracking the exact same thing. So if you're going to go look up an ETF or mutual fund, go to the fund's website, look up the holdings, and you'll get to see what you are literally buying by owning that fund. Fees. Well, the expense ratio for VTI is 0.03%, which just means that you're paying 30 cents for every $1,000 that you are investing in the fund. Compare this with a slightly higher fee of 0.04% in the mutual fund. The biggest difference here really isn't the fees. They're pretty close and they're pretty low, but it's really the minimum investment. On the mutual fund, you'll see that you have to invest at least $3,000 to buy shares of that fund. Last, we'll talk about performance. Since the ETF's inception has returned 8.88%, compare this with the mutual fund, which has returned 8.45%. In the last year, the fund performed almost exactly the same. What's pretty convenient here is that if you're looking at another index fund or mutual fund, which tracks a different basket of stocks, and you can find these for just about anything, technology, cybersecurity, mobile payments, there's loads of them out there. You can actually, on Vanguard's website, take a look at the fund's performance against a benchmark like the total stock market or the S&P 500. So there you have it. If you have any questions, leave them below in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to click subscribe to follow me for more ways to build wealth.